this 13th of driving, so it won't be able to keep it. What day is this? What day is this? I forgot. I think it's the 18th of May 2023. Something been in my spirit for a little while. What kind of dumped in? And then went in, drawn over to Revelation 13 and 14. And stick in there unless the Spirit of God brings to me. Next time around, something else, but it's in other places. Seeing quite a bit of very misleading and deceptive and false teaching as far as Antichrist being old enough, both physically of the earth, 60, and in Christ, 2002, over 20 years. The second group was a lot better. The brokenness and still cursed because we have to die daily to ourselves. That's a teaching that somehow has left churches. It's not practiced as well as not top of it. But anyways, being old enough, I've heard pretty much every president now, in my more so second lifetime. First life I could care less, like all of us when we're lost, because by the way, nobody is born saved on the way to heaven. That's another false teaching very much out there. But as far as who the Antichrist is, well, number one, starting with 13, you see the dragon in Revelation. The dragon is the devil, the serpent from old. It was the same one that was in the garden, the same one that was cast out of heaven by Michael and his angel and his angels, good angels. And he took a third of the angels with him. The Bible also refers to them as demons. They never had a physical body. They are strictly angels. They're extremely dangerous. They know God, unfortunately, better than we know. They don't obey Him. We're commanded to obey Him. So when that Antichrist comes in, and that's mentioned in chapter 14, again, we're not going to do detailed on this, but when he comes in, he will be Satan incarnate, just like Jesus Christ, who is God, always was, always will be, but he was God in the flesh, incarnate. He will be evil as can be, but he will come in, and then later on in 14, they will raise up a false prophet. Now it's saying one. That false prophet more likely is the equivalent. Yes, Satan does have a trinity, like God does, only his trinity is evil. Start out spirit. Could they influence? Yes. Just like Jesus Christ is supposed to be abiding in us, and us and him supposed to be leading us. Satan would do that with a human being, as he did with Judas Iscariot. He inhabited him, he was 100% of the devil. Never repented. Now he knew Jesus face to face. He was also stealing too. That's scripture. We're not going to get into that. Could it be when he first comes in, he's the first beast? The devil is not called a beast in that particular context. He maybe, I think he is something else. That's not the point of this one, so don't give me no comment. Again, we're not doing a whole Genesis to the end. They were there. That dragon will not be inhabiting a human mind directly. It will be through his Antichrist, that first beast. The second beast is the false prophet. Now, I'm pretty much sure at this late stage, because we are getting close, if you properly study the scriptures, listen to you truly know God. He's never told anybody who he is, and he will not, especially of the church. That's another false teaching out there. Some people try and figure him out. Some people said it was Trump. People that say that some said it was Obama. I've heard them say I haven't heard anybody say it's biting yet out there, yo. But of course, I've been working too many hours out there, so to get out and about like I'm supposed to be. I've heard it say Bush at one point. Those that saying it's Trump, you're stupid. You're an idiot. You're foolish and you're blinded by the devil. First of all, Antichrist comes in, he's going to come in because Satan can disguise himself as an angel of light. That's kind of scary, actually. Can you imagine something all evil, 100%, able to disguise himself? That's not a good thing. So he's going to come in all sweet. The whole world's going to believe in him and follow him. Notice I said the word. Nowhere in there does it say that born-again believers are on, that the true church is on the earth. Nowhere. You got to watch that term, saint. Most of the time, that word saint in the Bible refers to Israel. Israel, that is Israel's time to get dealt with by God. That's the 70th week that was mentioned in Daniel. That has not occurred yet. There's been a very large holding period, I use that term, by God, between 69 and 70. We need to be thankful for that, because us non-Jews, that's another false teaching out there that's saying the church has replaced Israel. No, there's no biblical basis for that. Rightly divided. I've rarely heard a false teaching. Actually, I think it's more deceptive. That said, oh, Ukraine's like Israel. No. America's replaced Israel. No. America has not replaced Israel. Ukraine has not replaced Israel. I never heard the Ukraine one. I heard that one. I almost fell over. A combination of crying and laughing. More crying. Because it's really deceptive when people say stuff like that. So when Antichrist is going to go come in school, every U.S. president, none of them has been loved by the world. One was close, and it wasn't the last one, and surely ain't the current one. And not even a point. Not going to say which one if you think about it, but even he hasn't been fully loved by the world. World people. There's always been some kind of love, something like that. Antichrist will be loved by all who dwell on the earth at that moment. Could be another particular leader in another nation, but we're not supposed to look for Antichrist. We're supposed to be looking for, he won't be destroyed until God destroys him. Actually, Jesus destroys him. Who is God? He's the only one that will be able to destroy him. And it won't be until his time. And only the Father knows. Jesus even said, don't even look for that. Jesus could come at any moment. There's nothing standing in the way. There's nothing more to be fulfilled before the rapture occurs. Apostle, the catching away of the true church. If you don't know Jesus Christ personally and intimately, according to the gospel, there's one gospel. You want it plainly written where you can read it? 2 Corinthians 15. Yeah, 2 Corinthians 15, 3 and 4. That's it, period. No other. Those are 1 Corinthians. Okay, I just forgot to draw it. No, 1 Corinthians. Damn. Okay, I'm tired. I'm working like almost 12-hour days. Minus lunches. Plus I'm up at 3. So, that in a nutshell. So stop thinking it's a U.S. president. There's none of it. It's not. Stop looking for him. Why don't you know God? Why don't you just repent and believe? And that does go together. Too many foolish preachers, teachers, are just going by book studies. Do you know Jesus never did a book study when he was down here? He didn't go through every book in the Old Testament. He fulfilled everything. He is the Word. I hate it when a guy does a U-turn holding up traffic. Oh well. They're just lost and on the way to hell. Log jam here, never happened before. That was the first. Look at it. Notice headset and looking out at the road. Wow, you serious? I need to become a driving instructor and teach people the proper way to drive. They won't listen. Okay. So anyway, so there in a nutshell, there it is. So, Antichrist is that one. We're not to look at him. Anybody wants to debate me, you better come with scriptures only. Not a website, not a Wikipedia, because they're all wrong. Antichrist has not been revealed yet. It's clear in the scripture. You got false teachers out there that are saying, oh, yep, I just saw it in a dream. No, you didn't. You may have saw something in a dream. God may be saying, repent and believe in me. And what I suggest, repent and believe in him. So, have a good evening. Now, let's just get back to just our Bibles. Stop everything else. Just our Bibles, get along with God. Nothing more. No other books. Let's see how that works out. I bet God reveals himself to them in an awesome way. Wow. Maybe I need to become a cop. I'd reach my quota in a day. Okay, goodbye.